Boeing's high-profile appearance at the recent Farnborough Airshow was a welcome opportunity for a company that's been more than a little mired in regulatory and production headaches of late, to focus instead on the long-term potential of its latest 737 MAX 10 and 777X models. The new additions to the US manufacturer's short and long-haul product portfolios were both conceived well before the COVID pandemic and the apparently profound changes that the air transport sector has been grappling with since. Nonetheless, Boeing still feels they're the right aircraft for airlines at the right time.
From our perspective, these are part of a long-term strategy in terms of having the versatile aircraft that the airlines have, the industry needs for the long term. And so the fundamentals that we see long term, I think, still fit the need for the aircraft in terms of efficiency, capability, and ultimately commonality with the family of aircraft that we already have developed.
Delta Airlines boosted morale on the MAX team with orders for the new MAX 10 model, and the existing MAX 8 and 9 are also still attracting orders since the family returned to commercial service following a prolonged grounding over the findings of investigations into fatal accidents in 2018 and 2019.
So the MAX 10 is really the completion in our minds of the 737 MAX family. It grows capacity another, in some cases, up to 30 seats from existing MAX 8 and MAX 9 models, and gives airlines the lowest cost per seat in the marketplace. So it really helps airlines leverage the commonality of the MAX family with more revenue and lower cost per seat.
Meanwhile, the new 777X aircraft is still being prepared for a delayed service entry from 2025. And Boeing insists its performance and operating economics will be worth the wait for airline customers.
Well, the 777X, I think, is in some ways a complement to the 787 family, and then also a replacement for very large aircraft like the A380, 777-300ER, and other aircraft in the market with the lowest cost per seat for the long-haul market. So we're talking about jumbo jet capacity with twin-engine long-haul capability.
As with the entire aerospace industry, Boeing is squaring up to the existential challenge faced by the air transport sector as it invests in and prepares for the mandatory net zero carbon future required to slow dangerous climate change. Boeing says it's working on short and longer term plans to make a lasting reversal in carbon dioxide emissions.
I would kind of characterize four main areas that we're focused on. One is bringing new efficient aircraft to market. It's the fastest way for the industry to incrementally improve the emissions. So aircraft like the MAX 10, like the 777X, are between 10 and 40% more efficient than the airplanes they'll replace. That's the first step. Second is, as we move forward in the journey to net zero, sustainable aviation fuels are absolutely an essential ingredient of the industry achieving that goal. Without it, not possible. And so helping the industry achieve those goals via sustainable aviation fuel, our products by 2030 will all be 100% capable of 100% mix of SAF. And I think the second part of that is helping the infrastructure enable the scale that is required to fuel the industry with the volume that the industry needs. On the technology side, that's where I think we're looking at all different avenues. So is it different fuel sources? Is it different propulsion? Is it different aerostructures with innovative technologies? We're looking at all the different things that could be part of future aircraft programs, from the small to the very large, and testing them. Hydrogen fuel cells, all those types of things can be part of the industry in the long term, but aren't achievable maybe in the next 5, 6, or 10 years. And the fourth thing is kind of tangential to the industry, but an important part of it, which is helping the industry operate more efficiently. So air traffic control, other things that perhaps bring 10, 20% more improvement to how airlines fly and manage their operation, may not directly be the airplane, but it's related to the system and how it operates. I think that's an additional element of how the industry gets even more efficient.
At face value, rival Airbus appears to have gone further by committing to having a hydrogen-powered medium-range large airliner in service by the mid-2030s. While not ruling out a similar approach, Boeing won't be nailed down on timelines, at least for now.
We've been testing hydrogen fuel cells for more than a decade. We're looking at how these technologies integrate into airplanes the size of a 737 or even larger, as well as potential market disruptors below that. But I don't think we have specifics on when an airplane like that would enter the market because of all the challenges that a completely different fuel technology would require for the infrastructure.